Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I want to explain the difference between DevOps and the SRE, Site Reliable Engineer. Two terms that are often confused or used interchangeable, but in reality have different origins, goals, and approaches. Let's explore both concepts in depth and discuss how they are used in real environments. Before we proceed, if you find this content helpful, please like and subscribe. Your support helps grow our community and signals to YouTube that this channel provides valuable information. I very appreciate your help in sharing knowledge. So, DevOps was born at the intersection of software development and system administration. The main goal of DevOps is to reduce the friction between development and operations. It helps teams build applications that are easier to operate, and at the same time, it helps infrastructure become more suitable for running real-world applications. DevOps is about collaboration, automation, feedback loops, and continuous improvement. It promotes a culture where development and operations work as one team, share responsibilities, and remove bottlenecks in the software delivery lifecycle. SRE, or Site Reliability Engineering, is a different concept that came out of Google. It was created as a way to solve specific problems around running and scaling large-scale production systems. According to Google, SRE is a concept that only a small percentage of very large organizations truly need. The original SRE model assumes that the same team that supports production systems is also responsible for the performance and reliability of the application itself, not just the infrastructure. One of the key ideas behind SRE is that the team has the authority, this is very important, to decide whether or not a service is ready for production. If an application doesn't meet the reliability or performance standards, the SRE team has the right to push it back to the development team for improvements. That authority is very critical. SRE is not just monitoring, support, or incident response. It's about owning reliability as a function and having the power to enforce it. Now, let's talk about how these terms are used in the real world, because it's not always as clean as the definitions. In job postings today, you will often see roles titled DevOps Engineer or SRE, but the meaning can vary greatly depending on the company. In some companies, an SRE role is treated as more advanced or senior than a DevOps role. In others, it's the opposite. This creates confusion. In practice, I've seen organizations where the so-called SRE team was really just a level 2 support group. They handled monitoring, logging, had incident response, but didn't have authority to change infrastructure or modify the application. If a problem required a deeper fix, it was escalated to the DevOps or development teams. In those cases, the SRE team was more like an operations team with a modern bike. In other companies, SREs are considered the top-level engineers, people who understand both the application and infrastructure and who can write code, automate systems, and manage reliability at scale. In those environments, the SRE role is truly advanced and includes development responsibilities alongside operations. To highlight the key differences, DevOps focuses on collaboration and unifying development and operations to increase deployment speed and team efficiency. It encourages shared responsibility and emphasizes automation and CI/CD pipeline. SRE, in contrast, focuses on maintaining system reliability using software engineering principles. It relies heavily on metrics like SLOs, SLIs, and error budgets to measure and enforce service reliability. While DevOps is more cultural and organizational, SRE brings engineering discipline and operational control. From a career perspective, DevOps engineers usually have strong experience with infrastructure as code tools, CI/CD pipelines, cloud automation, and system monitoring. SRE typically require a strong background in software engineering, system internals, and distributed systems. They often write code to build reliability features like autoscaling, custom allocating, and house testing. So, while both roles require deep knowledge, the SRE path leans more towards software development with a production mindset. There are also several misconceptions worth addressing. First, some believe SRE is simply DevOps with more monitoring. That's not accurate. SRE introduces strict operational principles, including the ability to reject changes that would violate agreed service reliability levels. Another misconception is that one role is always more senior or important than other. In reality, they serve different functions. DevOps and SRE are not competitors. They are complementary. Many companies successfully use both approaches. Recent discussions in the industry highlight this evolving relationship. Platforms like Coursera explain that while DevOps teams are responsible for delivering and deploying software, SRE teams manage the reliability and behavior of that software in production. Atlassian and Trend Micro both emphasize that DevOps is about process and collaboration, whereas SRE applies those practices with a strong engineering and metric-based approach. The emergence of hybrid models like DevOps teams working under SRE defined reliability targets shows how the roles can be aligned for maximum impact. So, which one is better, DevOps or SRE? That's not really the right question. What matters is what the team is responsible for, how authority is distributed, and what skills are needed to succeed. If you are looking at a role, ask very specific questions. What does the SRE or DevOps role involve in your company? Does the team own the infrastructure? Do they reject code that is not production ready? Understanding these details is a bit more important than the job title itself. In the end, both DevOps and SRE aim to solve the same problem: how deliver software reliably, quickly, and with fewer issues. DevOps focuses on cultural collaboration and shared ownership. SRE focus on reliability, performance, and accountability with clear metrics like SLOs and error budgets. Sometimes the roles overlap, and sometimes they are very different. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.